Hey guys, it's John David here with How to Get an Analytics Job. In this video, I thought it would be really neat if I showed you how I'm using data to drive my own strategic decisions for this very same YouTube channel. If you're interested in more analytics content, please hit the subscribe button. And if you want notifications, ring the bell. Also, any type of comments or likes will help me boost my presence here on this channel, and I really would appreciate that. Also, if I'm saying something that's kind of a strategic error, I would love for your input, and maybe we could have some kind of dialogue around why you think my decision is wrong. I think this is a really cool opportunity for you to see how someone, as I'm an analytics agency owner, uses data to drive my strategic decisions. And this is kind of the same mindset that I apply to my clients. And if you're going to be getting an analytics job, this is the same kind of process and thinking that you're going to be doing day in and day out. So the specific insight that we're going to touch on is related to click-through rate. But before we, kind of niche down into that very specific poignant insight, I thought it would be a really interesting idea to just kind of give you the broader concept behind YouTube and the strategy that I'm developing. So YouTube is a free platform, which is awesome. It means that I don't have to pay to post anything on here. That being said, there are some hidden downsides. Yes, it's free, but everyone and their mother is creating content. So that means that it's very competitive. And there are really 3 KPIs or key performance indicators that matter in this game. I almost see this kind of like one of those world building games where, I don't know if you guys are, nerds like me, but growing up, I played those video games where it's like you had your castle and then the rest of the map was blacked out, and you would send your troops out, and then wherever they went, that would be kind of illuminated on the map. This is kind of like the same game theory, and I like gamifying it in this way because it makes it fun. It doesn't feel like drudgery and just busy work and I gotta work on this. This is my form of video game in a way. So the 3 key performance indicators that really matter on YouTube and really touch back to that goal of, well, actually, I guess I should unpack this. We haven't really touched on this. YouTube's motivation is that they want people on their platform as much as possible. That means they want eyeballs on videos. And the way that you can do that is there's 3 metrics. And if you are hitting these metrics, kind of in that green zone, the good spot, YouTube is going to reward you and share your content more. And that means that you can expand your reach. Getting back to that, childhood video game, I can kind of expand my map out further. So the 3 KPIs are click-through rate, watch time, and engagement. So the first metric, which is what we're going to be focusing on later on in this video, is see this thumbnail right here. So this is a thumbnail. I guess I should probably clarify that. So this is basically the face of my YouTube video. And each time someone clicks on it, that is a click-through, and that is the metric that is really, top of the funnel. That is probably the most important metric. Because if no one's clicking on your video, then your watch time and your engagement, they're meaningless. Well, actually, they're not even meaningless. They're non-existent. So it's really behooves any YouTube creator to actually make really good thumbnails. And this is kind of the first step in the game. So once you actually have a thumbnail that people are clicking on, the next metric is watch time. And you want to make engaging content that's creating value, either entertainment value or educational value, so people watch a lot of your video. And then finally, the third, the engagement metric, is are people commenting, are people liking, are people sharing your content? YouTube kind of uses this as an indicator that this is good content. So now that we've covered the KPIs, let's actually get into the analytics interface. So this is YouTube Studio, and this is the video analytics for the 3 major benefits of building out an analytics portfolio. So you can see their KPIs here. So that's views, watch times, subscribers, that's a subset of the engagement KPI, and then revenue. Unfortunately, I'm not making any revenue right now. That's okay though. I'm using this as a lead generation for my online courses. I mean, I could make a video on my overall revenue model and my passive revenue streams. Actually, leave a comment if you would like to see that video. It would be an interesting way of showing how to think like an analyst and actually using real sales dollars. Unfortunately, with my clients, they don't want me showing their sales dollars, so I can't actually, 90% of the work that I'm doing, I can't share with you guys. So moving along, we now have views over time, and it looks like this video is trending way up. So this is current video, and this in the gray here is the forecast of historical trends. So this is going way better than what I have done previously, which is a good sign. That means that I'm growing. That means that I'm getting more people watching my videos, and YouTube is going to reward me for this. Next, we can look at audience retention. And a good rule of thumb here is that if you're getting more than 2 minutes of watch time, that's pretty solid. Now, getting back to overall strategy, watch time is a key performance indicator for any YouTuber. So the way that I've used kind of knowing that data point is that I've started creating longer form content. Before I was making 2 or 3 minute videos and I was getting like a minute on average of watch time. Now I'm posting full 30-minute podcast episodes, so I'm getting 5 or 6 or maybe even 8 minutes on average of audience retention. So YouTube is going to see that, and I've been a good boy. They're going to reward me justly. Next, we can see the real-time activity. Now this is showing where I'm getting my traffic from. So you can see suggested video is within the past, well, actually that's since published. I've gotten quite a bit of views from suggested videos. So that means that if someone's watching a YouTube video, mine is right here in the queue. It's the next video that's going to play automatically. And then channel pages, that's how many people are clicking on my channel and then finding videos there. That's basically an organic traffic source. External, I'm posting to Reddit, LinkedIn, and Facebook. So people are clicking through those social media sites and coming onto the YouTube platform. And then finally, browse feature. So browse feature is if you type in youtube.com, there's going to be a bunch of videos that show up on the interface. And if you click there, that is a browse feature. So all that is to say, we really need to look at click-through rate. And if we toggle over to the reach tab here, we can see that the click-through rate on this specific video is 6.4%. Now, a good benchmark is if it's above 6%, that's a pretty solid click-through rate. I mean, if it's 10%, that's fantastic. So we're well within that healthy, that's a good trending KPI. Now, let's toggle over to this other example here. And you'll see that this is the template that I put together for posting my podcast videos onto YouTube. And that way I'm just getting people who are, on the YouTube interface can also watch I've just put a static image and then had the audio play underneath that. And this is the template that I put together. And I thought at the time when I, kind of put this strategy together that I was being smart, because all I need to do is swap out episode 7 for episode 8 and then change the title. And I can do that in 2 seconds, and it's kind of streamlined that process for me. Unfortunately, though, we're on the reach tab. I've only got an abysmal 3.2% click-through rate. So that's terrible. That's half of what it should be. And I've done quite a bit of research. I found this insight maybe 2 days ago, and I've, borderline obsessively been watching other YouTube videos and reading online forums as to why do certain videos have low click-through rate. And the insight that I found, which seems very true to form, is if your face is prominently featured or you have something eye-catching in the thumbnail, you're going to get that healthy, higher click-through rate. So looking back at the template that I put together for the podcast episodes, me and Elizabeth's face take 1/16 of the overall thumbnail. So that's not good because, I'm taking up about half the screen here in just, my chest and my face, and that is really getting results. Now, I'm not really seeing this as a negative. Like, we just launched and pivoted the channel about 8 weeks ago, so I've caught this early enough that I'm able to kind of correct ship. So me and Elizabeth are actually going to be sitting down on Thursday to create some more content, and during that session, I'm going to do a photo shoot that's going to look somewhat similar to this, except, maybe picture Elizabeth's face here. And we're going to create a new template for the podcast episodes that we're posting on YouTube. So that pretty much sums it up. I think that this content is interesting. Please leave me a comment if you felt like I was rambling too much. I didn't script this at all. I just wanted to kind of, pull back the curtain and give you a glimpse as to how I'm actually using data to drive decisions. And this is the exact, same kind of way of thinking that I've used to create my own consulting agency. So if you like this video, please like and subscribe and ring the bell. I'll see you next time.